I've got three of the hottest with me from the Hot Show Power. Yes, we're talking about Tasha St. Patrick, Turi Norton, a.k.a. Mommy.
Yes, they call me just Tasha, but I'll take it.
Tasha. We got Miss Leila Loren, U.S. Attorney Angela Valdez, and of course we got my boy, young nephew, Timmy, a.k.a. Dre. Power.
Thank you. Yes.
You guys bring the power to the ninth platform, really, for real.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
It's been an exciting, unpredictable ride.
Yes.
Sure.
But a ride that I'm sure each of you are so proud of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into the end of season 3.
Yeah.
That craziness was crazy.
Maybe Leila can tell us about that.
Well, yeah, because Leila, you haven't been with us since, because we've been having Timmy and, of course, Naturian. But this is our first time sitting down. So it amazes me that you didn't know that Ghost was your first love.
Right, because I knew him
Ghost.
before he ever stepped into that game, and I've been gone for 18 years. My character's been gone for 18 years.
Wow.
So she comes back, and she buys what he's selling her. He sells her this sort of image of himself as a successful club owner, and that 14-year-old version of herself wants to believe that he's been the manifestations of all her hopes and dreams that she's had for him.
Right. And now she finds out this dude, her first love.
Not only is he married, which she finds out after he hooks her.
Yeah.
Right? He gives her that that necklace. I had, by the way, as an actress, I had to have, that necklace cost more than my parents' house. I had to have a security detail just to wear it.
Wow.
So Ghost gives Angela that necklace, and she's like, "Oh my God, does this mean together? Are we together?" And he's like, "Actually, I've got
kind of married.
I'm
married with kids.
Yeah." And then he's like,
how devastating can that be for a woman, huh?
"Oh, I think it's heart-wrenching."
You haven't done anything like that, right?
No, never that.
You would
Yes,
never
yes,
mistake
yes.
like that.
No.
You just put your cards on the table.
Yes, you got to. You
Yes.
got to be honest, man. You can't, you accept me for who I am, but don't accept me at all.
Exactly. Tasha St. Patrick.
Yes.
Man, I don't know where to start with you.
Tasha's
You're
a
always
trip.
juggling a few things.
I am. Tasha has always been juggling. I think because, she's married to Ghost, big-time drug dealer. She also is the mother of 3 children. She also is a part of the drug game. She's not the wife that's oblivious to it. She's very much like, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to cut up the body. This is how we're going to hide the money. This is how we're going to sell these drugs.
Talk about ride or die.
Yeah, she. But this is a season where you start to see Tasha, I think, become more independent of Ghost because she's tired of, constantly having to put him first. And for once in her life, I think Tasha starts to put herself first.
Especially when she stepped out for a moment.
She had a little, her little
episode.
fun.
Yeah, a
she
little
actually
episode.
has a love interest this season.
Oh, again.
Tasha needs love too. I mean, why is it okay for Ghost to be out there getting love?
What a hell of an open relationship.
It ain't an open relationship. That's the problem.
That's the thing. It's becoming one, though, for real. And Rotimi, a.k.a. Dre, dude, where's the loyalty at?
To his daughter, if anything. He's just trying to make sure that he's surviving in this crazy world of power. He's growing, and he's going to start using people as pawns, kind of how Ghost would use people, And he's a mixture of Ghost and Kanan. And he's growing, so the audience will see him grow. And the decision he makes is literally to survive and take care of his daughter.
So you're riding the tightrope because you're doing 2 cats that really, I don't know if their loyalty is to you like that.
No, not at all. I mean, Ghost sees a lot in Andre. He sees a lot of promise in Andre. And Kanan just crazy. He's out for blood. Yeah.
This Sunday, 9:00, the
Yes.
Stars Network,
Yeah.
season
Power.
4
Yeah.
will jump off. Every time you guys jumpstart a season, how excited does that make you feel, Leila?
It's this combination of, can I step back into it? Do I remember those nerves of, being in front of a camera and having a room full of people and sort of all of those expectations riding on you and wanting to do a good job. And then also the relief and the joy of getting to do what you love.
Yeah, that is the joy of it all.
It's exciting.
It is.
Our fans keep showing up in droves.
You sound like you're surprised.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm grateful. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted because fans can especially our show is such a long wait. It's a year gap. So they get mad, like, why y'all making us wait so long? We understand and we feel your pain, but we promise to bring you the goodness.
Power is like that
Yeah.
slow-cooked barbecue.
But at least they keep coming back.
Well, you know what I just found out, and congratulations to you guys, that Hulu just signed a wonderful streaming situation.
Yeah.
Good.
So now,
So
Opening up the
now it's
platform.
really gonna open up.
for those of you who've never seen the early episodes of,
Watch it on
of
Hulu.
Power,
Go
you can
watch
go to
it.
Hulu.
Yeah.
I know they're showing the first 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
You'll
So-
get to hear us see all those hours and hours of TV lines that we had to do in ADR. That's for Hulu. You cesspool!
I know we had to change the
crazy
curse words.
bum.
Wait, but I think on Hulu they still have the regular.
Oh, can you?
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Because
that.
it's not like it's like on Netflix. It's not like it's on.
Okay.
That's
How
for
do they
TV.
do that? Do you have to read lines for this?
Oh yeah, we have to
Yeah.
read it. Some of them are
Yeah.
hysterical
Yeah.
because we've got a lot
We
of
have to
swearing
match
power.
it.
With the watch.
Yeah,
out.
no,
Like
right.
instead of what the F, we have to say what the freak.
What's up, bro? Like
Yeah.
it's bad. Like
Wow.
you mother flipper.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's
So for
crazy.
those of you who have been itching and you just can't get enough of Power, well, now you can see it's going to be in slow mo because we're going to take you back. Like I said, right now it's
Yeah.
seasons 1 and 2. We're going on season 4 as of this Sunday, but I know everyone is so much on the cutting edge of what's going to happen next.
That's so exciting.
good.
So exciting.
Rib Shack. Let's talk about that spot, man.
Oh wow, yeah, the rib shack, man.
That's your haven, man. That's your spot.
Yeah, he's still Dre's still he's still attached to it, but it's cool. It's crazy because season 3 kind of just showed how he started to distance himself from that world
Because you
trying
want to get into that club.
Yeah, he
right?
wants to grow and become his own own man. But his friends start looking at him a little different, and with Dre, he's all about the opportunity. He sees that Ghost is gone for this moment, so how does he play in? So he sees it as a possibility to see what's up. But the Rib Shack is all where it started, man. Hopefully, this season we bring it back too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going
yeah.
to be a part of definitely your DNA in this.
Yes, sir.
Leela, let's get into your slow jam. You like it nice and slow, I understand.
I would say I like old school Usher.
Old school Usher.
nice and
That's a good
slow,
move. You're a
you
romantic
know?
woman?
I thought core, yes, so much.
Well,
so.
we've seen some of that on the screen, so we know how romantic you can be.
Yeah, you have to kind of go through like a thicket of thorns, but then there's a soft gooey
You get
center
there.
inside
When
there.
you get there,
Exactly.
That's a cutting edge to you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So once we get past that strong exterior layer,
But
there's
isn't
some
that
more.
everybody? Isn't that everyone who has
I
that
know.
strong layer? They're
Well-
I
extra
feel like
tender
we all
in the
go through
center.
that.
You know what? Could that be a problem for New York City women, though? Because I'm born and raised in New
Is
York.
it just New York City women or just women?
I don't know. I think it's kind of different
It's a little
outside
different.
of the New York
yeah,
City.
it's a little different.
Okay.
So, New
Well, I'm
York-
from Northern California, so
So you definitely got the New York vibe. When you're in power mode, when you're
Yeah.
in Angie mode, you got that
it's really it's so funny when people. It's like I'm not from.
totally
I'm
different.
from here.
And
Still
yes,
do it.
ladies and gentlemen, they're both sitting next to each other. So
We're okay. There
it's
is no
fine. It's
drama.
no drama in this studio tonight. We have the cast of Power with us tonight. Naturi, Leela, and of course, Real Timmy with us.
Hey.
Yo.
And Power has enabled you guys to launch onto so many other things. So let's talk about it. If you're working on any other projects coming up that we'd like to share.
During my hiatus, I was able to work on this movie called Burning Sands. And I worked on a movie called Deuces that are both on Netflix right now that did pretty well.
Which I've seen and are really good.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, I
you.
saw you in Deuces.
Yeah, Deuces was crazy.
I'll
And
stay away
Burning
from you, man. I hope I don't bump into that character.
Scary.
Yeah, his face he was crazy. But
And Real
Lorraine-
Timmy's such a nice guy.
Yeah,
He's
it
so
seems to be.
sweet.
But
Look at
there's
those
two sides.
eyes.
Yeah. See, that's what
Like-
ladies get caught up
Yeah,
on.
we
the
get
eyes,
caught up
right?
and then you realize, nah, he's got another side.
There's another side.
But anyway.
Working with Lorenz Tate and on Power and on Deuces was huge for me. But also musically, I got a tour coming up with me and August Alsina. We're doing that this summer, 25 cities, and
Good luck.
the music got a song out now called Nobody that's doing pretty well.
That's good luck.
Yes, sir.
Slow jam.
Slow jam. I'd say my slow jam would be Carl Thomas, Summer Rain.
Where's that?
Yeah, because I remember being was it middle school or high school? And I had that played over and over. And that was when I was trying to sing that to my first girlfriend. So that was the first song I actually learned to sing to her. So
How did it go?
Yeah, that's what I want.
I know.
storming outside, rain she keeps me on. Something like that.
Did you get the girl?
Yeah,
I
did
got
you?
it. I got it.
You see it.
I got it.
Sure.
I tell you, if you're not a bad boy, do ladies like bad boys? Because, looking at,
I
think we
they
like men that are, like,
challenge.
Authentically who they are, and like a bad boy, like you don't have to take care of him. He takes care of himself. And
Yeah.
That's some fly.
And women sometimes just like bad boys. Like
You wanna go to that
sometimes
court
y'all
date.
out there just choosing the wrong ones. And it's not even about taking care of yourself. It's just the one that's going to have you in some drama. You're going to have to be dealing with a lot of extras. So I would just say, be careful, ladies. Pick the good guys
Move with
sometimes.
caution.
It's okay to pick a good guy sometimes.
I would ask, how's everybody's love life? Well, I kind of know what yours love life is looking like.
I was going to say, can you see?
Yeah, I can see it. It's very
below the
visible, the
table.
jury. Very visible.
I'm pregnant. Yes. No, I mean I'm doing good. I'm happy and in love. I happen to also be creating love.
Yes, you are creating the character.
Yeah, no, it's been an amazing ride. This whole year has been crazy. And we go way back. But and you've seen me grow since I was
Man,
a teenager.
I'm going to show you some pictures. Could I post that one?
Yes, you can. He has throwbacks.
Gotcha.
But thank God that I've been able to have a fulfilling life that gives me balance. Because it's not just about the industry and acting and singing. I think you have to kind of just have something in your life that grounds you. And I have that, and I feel really happy.
That's dope.
Man, I can only hope to get there.
I'm sure the ladies is on you,
love
Lenny. You
you.
got plenty of
All right,
choices.
let's go.
Ladies
No.
love Lenny Green.
No, that was LL Cool J.
Yes.
Leela, how's love for you?
You know,
On and off screen.
well, gosh, on screen it's kind of hard this season.
I was going to say on screen.
Let's say off season, I am planting my garden and mowing my lawn and doing my own
really?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh
Love
yeah,
life with a person.
I'm still waiting.
Her stuff.
I'm still waiting for the right person to come along.
Is dating hard for a woman of your caliber?
Yeah, incredibly hard.
What would you say number one reason would be?
You know, that's something that's hard. Like there's that narrative that you want to maybe tell yourself to make things easier, but whenever you're a woman, you don't fit into a conventional framework. I think it's hard. I also when I look for someone, I come from two very, very, very different worlds that I'm constantly sort of navigating myself between. My mom's side of the family is from rural Mexico, and I love them dearly. And then there's my dad's side of the family, which is sort of very old school American. So finding someone who can be a part of both worlds and understand my acting career and all of that, that's a hard spread.
Acting career is very, very hard.
Yeah.
I often wonder, could I be involved with an actress?
Well, it's also
is
hard
rough.
because you even saying that, even saying that, it objectifies because you're not looking at her as a human, you're looking at her as a label already as an actress. So that's the problem. As soon as whenever I meet someone, there's
think
so
you're the
many
character.
associations and stereotypes and buzzwords that people have with it that it takes a while before they can actually see
See the
you.
person.
Yeah.
I can relate to that totally. What about you, Ro?
I'm single, man. Single.
You traveling all around the country. You still single?
Is that answering a question, though?
No,
He asked,
no.
how's your love
Yeah,
life?
how's
He
your
didn't
love
ask if you were single.
I don't have a love life.
Well, right now, I guess with you
Yeah,
having
it's
this new
hard.
single coming out.
Yeah,
and
I
you
want to do it
traveling
right.
this
You know,
tour.
when I'm like 100% ready for that, I don't want to just jump into something just because I'm attracted or you're cool. I think it's just when I'm 100% ready to, because you can't give somebody like even 85.
No,
That's
you
not
do
enough.
have to commit.
You gotta give them
100%. You do have to
100%.
commit.
Yeah.
For sure. Cannot play around. Commitment. Does commitment lie in the life of Ghost? Family first, in your opinion?
I think Ghost wants to be committed just to multiple things at the same time. So it's like commitment is a very vague word for him. I think he is committed and loves his family. He just is kind of all over the place, in my opinion. So I don't know if he really understands what commitment is. I think Ghost tries to teeter the line.
Attorney Angela, where do you hope Ghost will fit into your heart in this new season?
You know, it's interesting because there's the sort of tagline for this season is the road to redemption is paved with consequences. And I think Angela desperately hopes that he actually can redeem himself. But in order to do that, you actually have to really pay for your crimes, actually. And so the fact that he's sort of wrongly prosecuted begs the question, can you actually be redeemed if you're being punished for something that you haven't done? Because he's not being punished for all the things he actually has done. Right. In this situation, he's got it wrong. So, you know, right now, I think this season, Angela is really trying to just put herself back together and not worry about him.
I know he has a lot of challenges, I sense. You know, I don't know about that life of being in prison. Never want to know about that life being in prison.
never.
Yeah, that
But I
ghost
saw the
life
trailer.
is
That-
tough.
That's tough because, you know, you think you have enemies on the outside, but
Yeah.
talk gets on the inside. This is going to be an exciting season, ladies and gentlemen. So I know you're going to be paying. I don't have to ask you to watch because I know you're going to be watched and glued to the TV every Sunday night at 9 o'clock.
That's right.
And of course, Real Timmy, playing that thin line between love and hate, baby. And you got two cats. You got Ghost and you got Kanan. Wow.
Yeah.
Good
man.
luck.
Oh man,
I want to see you surviving.
I want hopefully
Because I know
he's
you're trying
there.
to get that thrown in that club, but you know that's his, you know that's Ghost's terrain. So tread lightly, as they say.
Amen. As you should.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for coming by tonight.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
I hope to see you soon.
Love
Much
you,
continued
Lenny.
success. I love
It's
you
always
more.
good to see you.
And I can't wait to see the baby.
I know.
For sure.
We'll
That'll
come
be
back.
sweet.
I'll come back and holler at you.
Okay. All right.
All right.